Hsieha, even though she continues spinning, but not as much, and she keeps holding on. I think she's got a little better, but she still spins a lot, like you see right now over there in the back. Our one-eyed 11-year-old rescue. She hasn't eaten since she started spinning either, which has been, feels like a month or so, maybe 3 weeks. Bagridae is doing well, more or less. I mean, her scales are a little bit puffed up, but that's probably because she's overeating so much. She's got a good appetite. I must say though, when the flap died, the only male that wasn't here, Bagridae started slowing down on the eating, because I guess she senses there will be no spawning this year, so no reason to bulk up like crazy. I feared Hsieha was on her last legs, but she seems to have been doing noticeably better. The big girl is doing well, the recent rescue from John from Port Charlotte. It is still obvious to me that she's spinning because she needs to control her right side up position. It's like her body wants to float up on its right hand side, and that's why she keeps spinning to the right to maintain the balance. Maybe if God is willing, she'll recover. I consulted with Josh of Ohio Fish Rescue, because I thought maybe one-eyed arowana don't live long, and that's normal for them to very soon perish after losing an eye. And Josh said that no, they had one-eyed arowana plenty in the past, and they all lived okay and long lives. So that's not a death sentence that arowana loses an eye. Of course, Hsieha has other eye. They both were drop eyes. Her other remaining eye is a drop eye. Nevertheless, it's not the reason. I don't believe it's the reason for it to not being able to keep the balance and just die. So something else is going on. Her old age, 11 years. For 8 to 10 years, she was in a smallish tank on a unhealthy diet of live goldfish and a pinch of pellets weekly. She was pretty thin when we got her. I'm repeating myself again. I'm sorry if you know all of this already. She's about 10 times bigger ever since we got her here about 2 years ago. She put on about 6 inches and 10 times more body weight. It was doing fabulous until she lost that eye. Even after she lost that eye, she recovered and was doing okay for half a year. But then the spinning started about a month ago, and she stopped feeding. Other than that, this tank seems to be alright. The Peru Piraiba has not been eating much lately, which I don't know why either, just skittish. I'm afraid that last year the Piraiba took out Big Bad, the wyckii cichlid, and ripped up a few other fish, one of the marble catfish. Yeah, actually they came from Sean. The tail was almost gone, it grew it back. That was all last year, when the two Piraibas got hungry. Pre-spawning season. Anyhow, to keep this on the topic, I'm still very much concerned for Hsieha, but I'm feeling a little bit more hopeful at this point because she's improving. She's not spinning as desperately as before. Much more laxed and slowly, but she does.